So let's get started with introduction. How many of you have goals, by the way? So, all of you have goals. Keep your hands up. It's interesting. I'm shocked. Where are they? I need you to show me. Where are they? Show me. Where are they? Great stuff. I see, she has them on the phone. Where else? Then you don't have goals. No. I'm sorry to disappoint you. If they are in your head, they are not goals. They are just wishes. They are just wishes. I'm a very straight talker. The quiz that we're doing, very straight talker. I'm not here to offend anybody. Okay? I already affirm every morning. This is my affirmation. I'm difficult to offend, and I don't want to offend anybody. So if I says anything that gets to you, maybe that's the reason why you're here. Okay? I don't think you are here by accident. Great stuff. So what is a goal? So we know what goals are, but I think we don't know much because I can't see them. I wanted to see them on your phones, on your journals and everything, but I don't see them. So until you show them to me, I will assume probably 50% of us are not really sure what goals are. They are a desired outcome that can only happen, that can only come to pass if you do something different. Sometimes we think we have goals. I was asking a friend of mine yesterday, have you set your goals? No. How did you do on your 2023 goals? No, I achieved all of them. And I'm like, are you sure? Maybe those were just small actions and activities that you were doing, and you think they are goals. Until, you set a goal that requires something from you, that requires a commitment, that would even, that has got some friction, resistance from you. It's not a goal, okay? It's not a goal. It's just something that you can do today. I mean, you just have to stand up and call your friend who went to the funeral, and you never went, to visit them. You can just stand up. That's not a goal. It's just something that you can do quickly. So we need to do something different. That's my best definition of a goal. A dream with a deadline. We all have dreams. Yes. But until we put a deadline to it, it doesn't become a goal. It's still a dream that will be realized one day. But when you set a goal, it means you have a date in mind as to when you're going to realize it. Goals should be aligned with our dreams. What are your dreams? I was just sitting next to someone who was saying, I have difficulty dreaming. Who has difficulty dreaming? Be honest. Okay, I would want you guys to be very honest, because then I know what to say. I know many people are scared of dreaming because they're scared of disappointment. Let's face it. Many of us are scared. And even if we dream very small. And I'm speaking to myself as well. Remember that, I'm not just speaking to you, I'm also speaking to myself. So I will ask Desiree to send me the recording so I can listen. So goals matter. At least that's the reason why you're all here. You know that goals matter, so I don't have to address that matter. We all know goals work. I know there are some materials, especially on social media and internet, that are going against goals, but they are also not just putting things into perspective. Because they're just arguing that goals alone cannot do it for you. And this is why we are here. The goal starts it. But the thing is, there are other things that come with that for you to realize those goals. So how did 2023 go? Raise your hand if you achieved between 1 and 10, 10 being the highest. Score, if you have scored between 8 and 10, I want you to raise your hand. Wow. We have got 3 people in the house. Give them a round of applause. That's huge, because even the person that stands in front of you has not achieved an 8. Yeah? So for those of you that didn't achieve like myself, as much as you wanted, what could be the reasons? I put them there out for you, because if I had time, I was going to call them out, so that you can tell me why you think you didn't achieve your goals. But perhaps you didn't have clarity. Maybe your goal was not very clear. Maybe it was just there. It was a general one. Maybe you had the wrong goals. Maybe your friend told you you needed to do this or whatever, or you should be doing this, and that's what you put as part of your goals. It was not really personal. Maybe it was too much of a big goal. Or maybe you had just too many goals like myself. I had too many. Yeah? I had too many. Because I'm one of those ambitious people. Maybe you didn't have focus, you got distracted. Yes, life happens. People died, People get married, and then your focus is taken somewhere else.
Get a baby. Have a baby.
Get babies and all that. Maybe you didn't have an incentive, or you didn't attach any reward to your goal. So there was really nothing exciting to go for it. Maybe you didn't have the skills. Last year I had a goal of gardening. And I'm not good at gardening, I'm the worst gardener. My mother is very good. I don't know how I missed it. I couldn't get it because I didn't look for information, I didn't look for coaching, I didn't read up. YouTube has everything about the gardening, I didn't do anything. So that's why I didn't realize it. Okay? Resources, maybe it was financial resources or capacity. Maybe it's the time. But it's just a matter of taking up a book on productivity and time management, and you read and you study that book and you start putting things into practice until you get it right. Maybe you didn't have a system to work your goals. No habits created, nothing. You just think it's going to happen because it's on a piece of paper, because somebody told you if you write it down it's going to happen, and you manifest it. Maybe it's fear. Maybe you wanted to start a business, but you are so scared to be rejected, or you're scared to fail. Maybe it's that imposter syndrome thing. I'm not good enough. I can't do that. That's not for me. That's for other people. Your limiting beliefs. People told you that you're not good, that you could never amount to anything. I don't know what it is, but maybe you can relate to some of them. All I can tell you is setting goals is a skill. I have been working on this skill for many years, and I'm not still where I'm supposed to be. It is a decision that you need to make sure that you learn how to set goals if you want to realize them. So today I think the main thing is to share with you some fundamental rules. And this is not new information, guys. There's nothing new about setting goals. Have you realized?
Yes.
Nothing new. But it looks like we need to hear it more and more and more before we can start actually doing it. And I want to see some of you taking notes. I'm serious. I'm serious. There has to be something that resonated with you. There has to be something that I've said that has reminded you of your goal. If you don't put it down, you will just walk out here and go home and do nothing about it. And you have wasted your $300 and whatever dollars. All you got maybe is the food. I'm not sitting here for just the food. I don't think so. So I really want you to take notes. I take notes in church, and people look at me with big eyes. And that is how I'm addicted to taking notes. Because there's no way that somebody can say something and nothing resonates with you. So those are fundamentals. That's just in summary. I'll talk about SMART goals, well known by professionals like you, but the challenge is you look at SMART goals only when you think about your business or your company or your organization. You never think about SMART goals when you think about your personal goals, which is a big mistake because it starts with us. If we can do it right in our personal lives, we will obviously help our departments to shape these goals. You need to know why, the reasons why you have decided on a certain goal. It's very important. The more reasons you have, the better for you. They must be written. That's why I was asking, where your goals are. Because I wanted to see them written somewhere. They have to be written and they must be visible. If you come here to the goal setting session and you don't have your goals, then I don't know. Because I thought you would bring them so that we can clarify them. Okay? Lesson learned. Obstacles. You need to identify obstacles. Why didn't you achieve the 2023 goals? Maybe you will have the same obstacles this year. So deal with those. What is it? Maybe it's the time that you can't manage. Please deal with those obstacles now. And make sure that you have some flexibility in your life to accommodate those deaths and weddings that are unannounced. Okay? Action plan. Big one. Big one. I don't know why I didn't highlight it. Because that's where we fail. Action plan and taking action. Even in institutions. Do you know how many institutions have strategic plans that are gathering dust?
Yes.
Why? Because people don't understand them. There is no clarity, or people don't buy into them. They are not convinced that this is what we are supposed to be doing as an organization. Same with you, that's why I'm talking about having reasons. Okay? So it's good to have an action plan, but it must be put to work. Accountability. It's always good to have somebody that is holding you accountable. I'm lucky I've got three children. 2 of them are adults. And sure, my small one is 14. She asked me, Mommy, were you productive today? Because I'm fortunate I work from home. Have you been productive today? So every day when she comes from school, she's asking me, have you been productive today? That's an accountable partner. Because you ask yourself, what did I do this morning? Maybe I was on social media. The next day you're not going to do the same. Because you will have to be answerable. Otherwise you're just fooling yourself if you lie anyway. So accountability is very important. Some people think, I'm accountable to myself. Okay, good luck. I used to be that because I want to be independent. I need to be on my own. I don't need to explain to anybody what I'm doing. Heaven's sake, you're gonna suffer. Okay? Review progress. So those are the 7 fundamentals according to my research, and these are proven, by the way. I don't have enough time to go into research. There are a lot of studies by universities, international universities, that have proven that if you follow these rules, you're going to succeed. Okay? Let's talk about SMART goals, our favorite one. Okay, think about, I want you, when we are going through this session, I want you to think about your main goal for this year. Come hell, come high water, you will have to achieve this. Doesn't matter what it has to be achieved. That's how much convinced you need to be with your main goal. I want you to think about that goal, and as we go through it, I want you to test, your goal, whether it meets all these kind of requirements, right? Is it specific? Is it clearly stated? Is it well defined? Or it's just saying, I want to lose weight. The most famous one in January. I'm also there. I gained 3 kgs. This jean that I'm wearing, I struggled this month. I'm serious. I gained 3 kgs during holidays. And I don't like it.
I have a solution for you.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. SMART. Measurable. Is your goal measurable? How many kgs are you going to lose? If you're going to save, how much are you going to save this year? And how are you going to do it, by the way? The how is even more important, yeah? So it has to be measurable because you need to know whether you are achieving or not. You need to know whether you're making progress or not, otherwise how else will you know? Is it attainable? Is it something that you can do? Is it realistic? Or you are a dreamer like many of us here that were being tested by Desiree here? Yeah? Do you have confidence and belief that you are able to pull that off? If not, you need to build that, otherwise it's not going to come to pass. Okay? Alignment. Is it relevant? Is it relevant to you? Guys, honestly, I don't know. When I speak about this, I get very aggressive, for the lack of a better word. The way we love to compare ourselves with others. Come on, guys, especially women. Comparison, I know men do it also with cars and everything, but women, we love to compare. Why do you think, and even to say, but you're supposed to be driving such a car. But how do you know that the person needs that car? Just because it's a nice car for you doesn't mean that it's a nice car for another person. And when a friend is driving a nice car, don't think that you should also be driving one. You don't know their circumstances. Maybe they inherited. Now here you are pushing yourself, trying to pay this account from the bank is threatening you every time, or you're remaining with nothing. Come on, guys. Alignment is very important. Yeah? You should align it with your dreams, your personal dreams, your values. Your values. What are your values? Do you even know them? Do you even know what you stand for? For mine, you heard it's integrity. For me, I want that to be my second name. I'm not there yet. You know, because maybe you need to be an angel, you need to be Jesus for you to be there. I'm not there yet, but I'm working very hard. If somebody comes to me with some bribery type of thing, my goodness, our friendship is done. It's done. Maybe even if you're a family member, I'm not sure that I'll be able to talk to you. Be sure that you know what your values are, because your goals should be aligned. Okay? Purpose, your priorities. Do you even know what your life priorities are? Do you know? Because it helps you to make decisions, even decisions with regard to these goals. Which one is the most important goal? It depends on your priorities as well in your life. Okay? Sense of agency. Your goal must be time-bound. Why? Because you need that sense of agency. If you don't put a deadline, that goal will be there looking at you. You need to know why it should be done end of this month. Why now? Why not next year? If you don't have answers for that, then you better just pack it. Let it be on your list, long list of dreams. We need to know why. The reasons are very important. If you can come up with at least 3 reasons for each goal that you think is important for you this year, then you are on the right track. Not that because my husband wants me to do this. No. Because my friend is this. No. Your personal reasons that should be motivating you. That should be motivating you to go for that goal. Because motivation is key. Yes, it's not everything. Because, and probably that's why I don't even like to be called a motivational speaker, because there are a lot of people that have got some negative connotation towards motivational speakers. Yes, because motivation can get you excited only now, but when you go home, you even forgot what you were, excited about. But it can get you started. That is why you need that notebook to put the things on your notebook now, your goals. Put something there that you need to do. If you don't do it while you are motivated, while you are inspired by this whole group of people, you won't do it at home. I guarantee you that. I've been through that road. And I know what I'm talking about. So motivation is key, but obviously discipline will keep you going. Okay? But you will always have to come back to these reasons when you are stuck, when you are in doubt, when you start doubting yourself and maybe I'm not, I can't do this. You come back to those reasons to again motivate yourself as to why you need to continue. I'm going to talk about discipline later. Your goals should be written. I already talked about that. They must be visible. There is power in written goals. There is power in written goals. Okay? Because they become real. Tangible, because you kind of seeing them. But if they are just in your head, I don't know. There's so many things in our heads. We want so many things. You want to tell me your goals. You are now having a space in your brain where you are separating the goals from the dreams. Come on. Our brains are not wired like that. Okay? Positive language. When you set your goals written, they have to be in a positive language. Okay? Not I would like to. I would like to is just a wish. Okay? There must be some serious intention. And guys, I don't have time to go into details and give you examples of everything because everything is on YouTube. You just have to find the right person that you can relate to. There are people that are qualified, psychologists and everything. I'm not a psychologist. I studied these things from the psychologists because I needed to know for myself and for others. Okay? So I think sometimes we are using these social media platforms for the wrong reasons. If we can use them as our universities, I think we'll be experts in everything that we do. We just need to be intentional. Pictures. It's even better when you put your goals into pictures. You know about vision boards and all that. Some people call them prayer boards. Okay? Put them, see them. On my phone, when I put my phone on, it's my main goal that is greeting me. Before I call you, I must see it. You need to be that intentional. On your mirror, bathroom mirror, on your fridge, put it there, see it every day. When you see it, it makes you think, I need to do something. And that guilt is what you are avoiding. Because you feel guilty when you're not doing anything. But then how are you going to move? How are you going to move? Remember, in your personal life, you don't have a boss. It's not like at your job, where your boss will be demanding, where is this report and so forth. With your personal life, you are in charge. Okay. Identifying obstacles. What is stopping you? What is it that could stop you from achieving these goals that you put down? Is it time? Maybe you need to reorganize your life. I have, for many years, worked on simplifying my life. My life is very simple. For people that know me personally, they know I'm not everywhere. It's intentional. I don't go to everything. Not any. I don't go to everything. I don't attend everything. I attend what I think is important for me to attend. Don't attend every funeral. I'm not saying that you don't attend your family funeral. That's me. I don't attend every funeral. I assess whether this funeral I can attend or not. Depending also on my time, depending on my finances, everything. Depending on the relationship that I had with the deceased, I don't just attend because my family expects me to be there. And until you do that, there will be no space for these goals. You will be resetting these goals forever. And for my fellow black people, this thing of funerals is really too much. And the reason why we are in poverty is because we are never serious about setting serious goals, putting resources there, because we're running after all these funerals. Don't quote me and go and tell people there was a lady that telling us not to attend our funerals. You are adults, you can still make your own decisions. Yeah? Maybe you need to acquire new knowledge, new skills. Maybe you need to be attending training sessions. Maybe you need resources. You need to find somewhere. Maybe you're busy expanding your business, or you want profit, in your business. It's not gonna just come like that. You've got to do something different. Maybe that something different means looking for funds to expand. Maybe in your business, you need marketing expertise that you don't have. Okay? You can build it yourself, or you can hire someone. Maybe you want to lose weight. You have been doing it over and over and over. You can get a personal trainer, by the way, I can spot one day. My friend, oh, she's hot. You just look there, you've been struggling with weight loss. She is the girl. She is the go-to. Okay, action plan. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Your goal in your head is just a wish. Because there's no plan. Okay? You need to identify actionable steps. What is it that you need to do to achieve that specific goal? And when should they happen? Those actionable steps. When should they happen? You've got to put a deadline at least. By end of March, this and this and this must happen. Because I know these 3 steps are going to take me to that specific goal. What can you do today? In terms of that specific goal, in terms of those actionable steps. And you know them. Some of them you know what you need to do. You know you need to contact Terttu. You know that. Yes. You know that. So why don't you just contact her now? Why don't you just SMS her now? That I need to see you next week. Okay? If you don't do it, guys, and this has been proven over and over, if you don't get into action now, you won't. When you go home, oh, there was this other lady speaking very nicely. I said, I saw you with okay. What can you do in the next hour? What can you do in the next hour? Very important. Then after that, you review your progress. Review your progress. What do I do with my progress? By the way, you are eating up on my time. Because Friday mornings are reserved to review my goals. Okay, now I need to find this space somewhere in my calendar. You need to be specific as to when you review your goals. The reason why I do it on Friday mornings is because there are things that I couldn't do. Actionable steps that I needed to do during the week that I couldn't do because of funerals, memorial services for the president. You get what I'm saying? So you need to have time to at least make up. So whatever I couldn't do, I try to do something at least to make sure that I fill those gaps. And then I sit and look at, okay, so what can I do next week? That's why I find Fridays very easy. You can also do, Friday afternoon is also a good time because everybody's like not in a mood. I don't schedule meetings, on Fridays. Only when it's really urgent. I don't just accept meetings on Fridays because it's my day. And it's also a day for me to read up. If I didn't read enough during the week, that's when I get into my bath and sit, put a candle on, and then read for an hour, uninterrupted. So how often you need to do that? I already told you weekly is recommended to just review your goals. I structured mine Fridays, and the whole idea is for you to adjust your goals. You need to relook at your goals and adjust them because life happens. Or something, it's not supposed to be done anymore because something happened. So you can replace those goals and evaluate them. How am I doing? How can I fast track my goals? Then we need to speak about breaking bad habits because if I don't talk about this, I haven't done anything. Time on social media, guys. TV, soapies, whatever that you are watching on TV from that electronic income reducer that we call TV.
Netflix.
Yeah? Netflix. Stop hanging around with unproductive friends. Find friends here. This is where you want to be, right? Waking up late. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one because when you wake up late, everything is a mess. I mean, just right. When you wake up late, your day will just be a mess. You get irritated by everybody. Even the traffic. The taxi driver, you'll be irritated. When you get to the office, you are in a bad mood. And when you start your day like that, that's it.
That's sleeping.
Don't arrive at work late. Starting and not finishing. That's a bad habit. You start something and not finishing it. Yeah, Monica was just telling you about my MBA. It's a course that took me ages. You don't even want to hear. Yeah. There were reasons for that. But because of the determination that I cannot start something and not finishing it. And my husband was on my case. When I'm finishing that, I said, my dear, I'm going to finish it. Complaining is a bad habit. Complaining is a bad habit. So is gossiping. The system of good habits that you need to follow. The system. Yeah? The habits that we need to build. Make sure that you set goals. Now you have got your yearly goals. How about now monthly? You need to break them down into monthly goals. Break them down into weekly goals, which you are going to be reviewing on Fridays or Saturdays, whichever day fits you. Affirm daily. It's very important to remind yourself that you are good enough and that you can pull off those goals. Associate yourself with positive-minded people so you can also have a positive mindset. Listen to podcasts that will help you change that mindset and change those limiting beliefs. You need to look at your vision board daily. That's why I said put it on your bathroom mirror so you can see it every day. Or on your phone, screensaver on your laptop. Associate with people with goals. I already told you to make friends with these people. Read positive material. It's important to read, guys. This thing of, I'm not a reader. So, and you expect your child to be a reader. Come on. And I challenge parents every time. And they just look at me and they laugh it off just like you are doing now. How many of you have heard of the habits of highly effective people? 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's a book that I'm reading now. That's why it's on top of my mind. How many of you have heard? I want you to raise your hands. Keep them up. How many of you have read it? Okay. The majority of you have heard about it, but you haven't read it. It's a book to read. It doesn't matter where you are in life, career-wise. Guys, that book is everything. Whether you are a Christian or you are not a Christian, it's a book to read. It will tell you everything. Your life will be different. People will see that you are a different person. Okay? Read positive material every day. Attend seminars like this. No apologies, no excuses. Exercise. Nobody wants to be in business. Nobody wants to promote somebody that is working like they have. I don't know whether you've seen people working in town. You know, you can literally see that this person has got no goal. I'm serious. The person with the goal will look different. Then it means you have no way. You are not going anywhere. That's why you are walking so slow. So there's no goal for the day. Driving also, I don't know whether you have driven behind somebody that is, whether they are chilling on the road, you don't know. It says a lot. When you are walking, even when you are driving, I'm not saying that you must driving beyond 60, you know, but it shows, it means a lot. It means you have got nowhere that you are going, that is important. That's what it means. Hydration, guys, hydration. Water. 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 The bottles are still full. When are you going to drink those bottles? How many liters did you drink in the morning?
Me, at least 500 morning.
2 liters, guys. That's what is on average. Obviously, check with your doctors and not the doctor. But that's what is accepted. Good nutrition, good vitamins. We think our bodies can function by themselves. Hello. In this world of stress, in this world of the economy that is not doing well, in this world of people dying, you know, and you think your body can function as normal, doubt it. Positive self-talk. What are you telling about yourself? What are you saying? I'll never amount to anything? Are you agreeing with the other people that told you that you could never amount to anything? Self-criticism, big one. I always give myself a high five. This is something that I adopted from Mel Robbins. I love her material. She's on YouTube. Okay? And tomorrow morning when I brush my teeth, this is what I'll be doing to myself. Yes, girl. You did that. Yes, you did it. It doesn't matter how I feel today after this. Whether I feel miserable, that I messed up and whatever. Yeah. Tomorrow morning when I brush my teeth, before I brush my teeth, I look myself in that mirror and I say, yes, girl, you're doing it. You're changing lives.
Yes.
Sorry, Mel?
Why? So, Mel Robbins. Yeah, spelled the same as Tony Robbins. The same spelling. Mel. Just Mel. Okay? She has taught me a lot of techniques that are really working in my life. Try those things. They have worked for millions of people. You are not special. You're not special for them not to work for you. Okay? Celebrate yourself. Celebrate any small achievement. Those weekly reviews will make you appreciate your efforts. And they will motivate you that you can actually pull off some of these goals. Have a sense of gratitude. Be grateful that you're here, that you are meeting like-minded people. That's something to be grateful for. Be prayerful. You are a woman. You are a mother. You are a wife. Prayer, I never shy away from talking about prayer because it changes things.
Amen.
It does. In conclusion, goals are a game changer, guys. If you want to elevate your life, you can only do it with goals. Okay? Because through pursuing those goals, you are growing. You can never grow really without goals. Because goals expect a lot from you. Are you stuck? Unhappy? Bored? Broke? Overwhelmed? I knew somebody's gonna say that. That's why I put it in. If that is you, guys, try goals. Just try goals. Okay? You'll see changes. Nothing happens without a goal. That's my belief. It was said by one of my mentors, Mike Wilson. I cannot claim that. Nothing happens without a goal. It all starts with a goal. This morning when you guys woke up, you woke up to come here. You had a goal. That's why you're here. It works with everything else. It's the same principle. So create your best year ever. Hopefully this has assisted you. Please go and study goals further. Go set your goals today. God bless you all. Bye, thank you. Ndapandula. Pandulene. Okuhepa.